Welcome back to Broken Sword 2, The Smoking Mirror. Last time we had some problems because this fat slob, the art critic, the really fancy man, smashed our freaking pot that we got from OBA's home. And now I'm going to destroy this fucker. In some way or another. I had a bit of a meltdown last time when he did that. But for now, we're going to go and find something so we can get right back to him. So we're going back to the cafe. Because we have our old friend, the gendarme here. Gendarme? Gendarme? Not sure how to pronounce that. But he's a nice man, but he has a bottle of absinthe, and I want that. Let's talk about something.
Ever heard of Carol Climax, the movie star?
Yes,
I've forgotten about her.
The kind of movie she's made. It's smut like that which has caused the moral decline of the Western world.
Yeah, I can agree. And with the name Climax, we all know what the hell she did.
Do you miss being a gendarme?
Unless you're maybe
Yes, of course
under
I
18.
do.
15 rather. Oh, he's depressed. Poor guy.
When I wore that uniform, I commanded respect. Not anymore.
I feel sorry for him. Actually, he's one of the nicer people in this game.
I
Most
grabbed
people
the flask and was struck by a powerful smell of absinthe, a highly potent and illegal alcoholic drink.
false. At least he's one of the nicer people so far in the game, because the rest of the people have been complete and utter assholes. So far, at least. And as far as I know, absinthe has not been illegal
I could either
for...
go back to Ubier's house or visit the Glee's gallery.
As far as I know, absinthe has not, or maybe not even ever been prohibited somewhere, anywhere. I think maybe for a short period. It sounds more like a myth to me, honestly. Here we go. Absinthe. And that guy's glass. He's going to get himself a little bit more tipsy. Fat slob.
I splashed a little absinthe into the glass and hoped he wouldn't notice the change of color.
I think he would taste it, George.
Did you put something in my drink?
Yeah, I did. Well, what do you think?
Well, it's certainly an improvement over Gleese's wine. In fact, I could grow to like it.
Fat, disgusting slob. Of course you could. Let's give you a little bit more.
Allow me.
A little bit more. Just to push you over the edge. There we go. There we go. Ha! Take that, you fat fuck. Ha! Well, that's probably a couple of tens of thousands of francs were gone to
The
hell.
pot had smashed into too many pieces to retrieve.
Well, it doesn't really matter, because what we need is right behind here, because Glee's was in the way, and we need the packing case, since it's from here that they smuggle all the artifacts. So, George, what do you find? Please tell me.
There was nothing in the case but styrofoam packing, but pasted on the side was the remains of a label.
Yep, pick
The
up.
packing
No,
case.
there's the label. Pick that up. Ah. Paris to
Underneath the
Mars.
logo of a flying bird were the words Condor Transglobal Mars. The rest of the label was missing.
That's freaking far away. Mars.
It was beginning to make sense. Ubier had organized Nico's abduction. Ubier withdrew money from Marseille. Ubier was connected with Transglobal, who shipped their goods from a warehouse in Marseille. That's how the torn Transglobal label had once read. Marseille, not Mars. It wasn't much of a lead, but it was all I had. I set off immediately to catch the evening train.
Oh, that was quick. Nice. Just a couple of hours of travel. I don't know how far it is between Paris and Marseille, actually. I guess it's quite far away. I'm guessing now. I have no idea. I've never been to France, so I don't know.
It was almost dawn when I arrived in Marseille. I traced Condor Transglobal to a desolate dockside.
And I just realized how stupid I sound when I say that, because yeah, isn't like Paris is somewhere in like the northern part of the country along the Seine, while Marseille is like in the southeast in the Mediterranean, isn't it? Well, now we're here at least. Let's try to get to this Condor place. We have a fence, that should be easy. Never mind. It's a classic bulldog even.
What's the big idea?
I don't know. The dog went berserk for no apparent reason.
He's trained to do that. The idea is to deter any would-be intruder.
Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just remember, he's a trained attack dog. A killer.
Well, thanks for the warning. Nice doggy. Look at
It
him.
was a mean-looking guard dog.
Yeah. I'll leave then, doggy. I'll get out of your way. Let's talk to the guy. Fascinating that they found someone who sounds a little bit like a New Jersey guy here in Marseille. Not Paris, Marseille.
Hi, good morning.
Do you know what time it is?
No, I don't wear a watch. As my dad used to say, I'm not into time, man.
Well, you're too early.
What the hell do you mean too
What time
early?
is it anyhow?
The big hand's on the floor. Why aren't you in bed?
I can explain everything.
Never mind, I ain't that interested.
Okay, 4 o'clock in the morning. I guess, big hand on the 4, but this guy seems like an idiot, so I'm not really sure 100%.
What time do you open the gates?
7.
Do you mind if I hang out here till the docks open?
Please yourself, but you'll have a long wait. It's Sunday, and tomorrow is the start of the national holiday. Everything is closed for a month.
Well, wouldn't you just know it?
That's a freaking long holiday! I've never heard of such a stupid thing.
Does that dog belong to you?
Nah, he comes with the job. I just feed him every now and then.
More then than now, I'd say.
Ooh, doggy snacks. Great. That's something we need.
What's the dog's name?
20.
It's unusual for a dog.
It's his registration number. Security dog number 20.
Yeah, I guess so.
Does number 20 have rabies?
Nah, just a bad attitude. Like I said, he's a trained attack dog. They took him when he was a puppy and messed with his head to make him the way he is.
Sounds really bad, honestly.
Ever heard of Condor Transglobal?
Sure, they have a warehouse here.
Well, could I take a look?
Not until after the holidays. Come back in a month.
Still, that's stupid. 1 month for holidays? Come on!
I have to make a delivery to Condor Transglobal.
Where's your rig?
About half a mile down the road.
And you walked here? Jeez, are you some kind of nut?
Yeah.
It was easy. I just put one foot in front of the other. Are you gonna let me make my delivery?
Not without the paperwork. You get the papers, you make your delivery, and I get a fat backhander.
I was getting nowhere with the story about being a trucker.
Well, at least the guy is too stupid to be dishonest, I guess. Well, maybe backhander means something else, I don't really understand, but he has his principles, I have to give him that.
Do you know what kind of business Condor's involved in?
I'm paid to guard the gate. Their business is none of mine.
Okay, well, let's continue talking with
I'm looking for
everything.
a young woman.
At the docks? What kind of woman you have in mind?
You don't understand. It's my girlfriend I'm trying to find.
Well, I ain't seen her, and you should tell her the docks ain't no place for a young lady. They're dirty and they're dangerous.
And he has a sense of morals too.
I'm certain my girlfriend was brought here when she was abducted.
What? Your girl was kidnapped?
Yeah. Struck down by an Indian with a poisoned dart.
A poison dart, huh?
I could tell he didn't believe me.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, George. Honestly, your story is flipping ridiculous when you think about it.
Have you ever heard of Professor Oubier?
Me? None of my friends are professors or anything like that.
Not surprising. Yeah, show
I
him.
have these very exotic panties.
Take them away, you pervert!
Yeah, I'm at the docks looking for a girl and I have these panties. Great!
What's cooking?
Beans! You know a man can live on nothing but beans.
Not this one.
That would be a lot of sugar and a lot of flatulence. I don't understand how he dares to have an open flame in such case.
Don't you ever get tired of eating beans?
Sure I do. What do you take me for?
And what's the alternative?
Peas. I can't eat them too often, though. They play hell with my digestion.
Yeah, and the beans don't.
Have you ever considered changing your diet?
What's wrong with beans and beer?
You need me to tell you? You're pumping out enough methane here to fill a dirigible.
Well, I don't mind the beer. I'm actually having one right now, so cheers to you, lads. I'm enjoying a nice cool beer in the afternoon. Or rather evening, I should say. I'm quite tired. I worked late last night and did some emergency recordings and everything.
This is the dart that the Indians shot at my girlfriend.
Sheesh. That's pretty weird, but I don't see why you'd expect to find her here.
Well, you can't put two and two together, but never mind that. It's kind of fascinating in that even here in the text they actually write girl space friend, really pointing that out to us, seriously.
Take a look at this letter.
I don't remember how it was in the original.
That's sick. Did you write it?
Oh, no. No, it's a letter from my girlfriend's admirer.
And there it was together.
If I was you, I'd smack him in the mouth.
I wouldn't mind that.
That's not my style, but thanks for the advice. I gotta go now, but I'll be back.
Can't wait.
Well, Queenie Annie doesn't deserve anything else than a flick around the ear hole anyway. I really don't like that guy. So let's have a walk around. Let's see if we can do something interesting. Let's see now. We have some stuff down here. He actually did open this. We missed that. Could go down here, it would still be closed. And there's the doggy. Nice little doggy. Let's see if there's some stuff around here. I think I missed something on the way down here. Actually, I need a kind of hook or something. Did I miss it? Because we had this here and we have the bottle. I need the bottle. Oh no, it might be this thing here. Yeah, you can't reach it, George.
The bottle was just out of reach. Nothing was gonna get me into that water if I could help it.
This thing, I think, is what we need. It's a dirty water, really. Yep, that's the boat hook. And into the...
The stick had a hook on one end. I figured it was a boat hook. For hooking boats.
Yes, indeed. And he has enormous pockets, have to say. So, I guess we'll just use the boat hook with this. I hope everyone's having a nice day. I'm kind of doing. I had a quite nice day at work and now I'm back
I just
home.
knew that boat hook would be useful for something. As for the bottle, even if I couldn't find a use for it, I'd cleaned up the dock a little.
I had some chicken satay for dinner and now I'm just relaxing with a beer and playing a game, talking to myself by myself in my apartment. That sounds really nice, doesn't it? Oh, what am I doing with my life? Okay, so what we need to do now is to get that guy out of the hut, so we need to make a distraction, so...
It was the beer bottle that slob of a watchman had dumped in the sea, now half full of filthy dock water.
Perfect.
The label read, Surge, the beer that clears your head.
Oh yeah, it clears your head, definitely. But we had some water in it, that's good. Come on.
Ouch!
Ow.
That's hot.
Yeah, George. Fire hot. Remember that, like the monster from Frankenstein? Fire hot.
The bottle was half filled with water. Maybe it would cool the cone down enough to touch it.
Yeah, last time this took me a lot of time because I did record this before, but the recordings screwed up entirely, so I had to...
Now I could see into the pipe which formed the chimney.
I had to redo everything, and I didn't have a save, so I had to actually start from the beginning and play to this point. And I've learned my lesson. I'm going to save my games more frequently now. Now we need to block this. Well, we could actually...
block the chimney.
We could accidentally kill this guy by
smoke.
monoxide poisoning or something. Poor guy. I mean, he's actually quite nice, even though he's very adamant about not letting us inside. He's still a nice guy, though, I have to say that. The doggy, on the other hand, he's an asshole, but he's supposed to be an asshole. Here we are. That's good, George. Let's take some coals because
Someone once told me a piece of coal brought you luck.
I want to unlock an Easter egg in the next part of the game. So I need to bring this with me.
To argue with irrational superstition?
And we need this. Some doggy treats.
The packet was full of dog biscuits.
I wish my pockets were as big as George's, honestly. Beans, anyone?
Baked beans in ketchup.
Ooh, oh, actually, ketchup, no thanks.
That mug was a health risk. I decided to leave it where it was.
I do enjoy eating beans as part of a healthy dinner and all that, but ketchup... Yeah, it needs back. Now I need to be an asshole to the dog, actually. I'm sorry, doggy, but you have to go. Really, really sorry.
Hey, 20. Come and get it, boy.
I'm actually going to feel a bit bad about this. There we go, he's got a treat. There you go, doggy. That's a happy doggy.
I felt a slight
for
twinge
5
of
seconds.
conscience as I prepared to give the dog a dunking. It soon passed.
Well, you're more heartless than I am. I can't hurt animals. I love dogs. I do like most animals. Oh, he can swim at least.
As I'd
Off you go,
expected,
doggy.
The dog could swim like a... well, like a dog.
Yeah, look at him go. You're free, doggy. Swim away. Catch some fish. Get some catfish. That's a good doggy. I do like dogs. I enjoy their company and everything. I grew up with dogs around me when I was younger. Well, I grew up with... obviously. I grew up around dogs. I don't mind cats that much, but come on, cats can be complete and utter assholes. Them too. I mean, they are very independent creatures. They are, but they can be really cute and fluffy, and can be very nice to pet them and all that. But so you can do with dogs too. So there he is again. Didn't see him. Ponte Nord. Alright, I already know what we need to do here, so I'm going to kind of speed through this area until we get to the place where I want us to be.
It read Condor Transglobal. I'd come to the right place. Now all I had to do was get inside.
Well, how do we get inside? We knock on the door. Nah, we don't. No, George, never mind that. Let's see now. We don't do that yet. That's a little bit too early, I would say. Let's get upstairs, because there's a window here. Let's have a look at that. There's a window. Look at that. There's the guy. Here are the chaps that actually did get us in the beginning of the game. The guy with the blow dart and the big freaking dude.
I wouldn't have been hurt over the din of the fan.
We have a fan here, so we need to get rid of that. So, let's destroy it. What else should we do?
That did the trick. The fan clunked and shorted out as its blades were mashed by the boat hook.
Now we'll see here. This guy is evil.
Hey, you make any more noise, I break your arms.
That bully needed to be taught a lesson.
Garzak's already mad because we didn't get the stone. You give me any trouble, I'll tell him it was all your fault.
Yeah, Karzak is the guy with the buzz cut.
That must be his boss.
The guy with an outdated buzz cut that doesn't look good on anyone, but... Well, maybe Arl... is he called Arlie Ermy? The drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. I love that guy, he's a great actor. But he scares the hell out of me. Still like him though. I think he's the only one who can get away with that look. Maybe?
Who is he?
Who is he? He looks really brutal here. He looks like a Neanderthal. But in this picture, he kind of looks just like a pissed off guy. Jadar.
Police, we want to talk to you about abduction, arson, and attempted murder. You
got a warrant?
Sure, I got a warrant. Open the door, I'll show you.
Yeah, because everybody knows about how warrants work.
That's got him scared and angry.
And angry. Let's get the hell out of here, George, because I think he could break every single bone in your body. And you're not much of a fighter, George. You're more of a the lover kind of type. I don't want you to get killed. Well, preferably not, maybe not yet. So there he is. Damn, he's big, isn't he? Big strapping lad. So let's distract him. So we can get inside. We have this little thingamajigger here. Boom. Okay, now he's coming over here, and let's do that again, shall we? And barrel ready, and off we go. A little bit of a love tap. Yes, indeed. You're the man, George. You're the man. The man all day around. All year round. All decade, for that matter. Whee! Nice going, George. Let's get inside before this guy actually wakes up again, because he didn't fall in the water. He fell on something really hard. Probably hurt it like hell, but he's out for a bit. Good. Good. Seal the door.
I wasn't going back out there. Oh no.
Oh no. No, we're not. No, we're not. So here's the place. The place we wanted to look at. Let's have a look at stuff here. Poke around. Be nosy. Be like Nico.
Among the paperwork which adorned the notice board was something which caught my eye. It was a delivery note from Condor Transglobal, and the address was Caramonte City.
Caramonte. That's where we need to go. Next. Later on.
It was locked.
Damn. And this thing? Yeah. Look through everything, George. Every nook and cranny.
The only interesting thing I found was a small brass key.
Well, I guess we need that. Let's get going. And there he is.
Whoa! Don't shoot! The little guy had a blowpipe. That confirmed my suspicions about what had happened to Nico. I waited for
Confirmed
him
and
to shoot
confirmed.
me,
We already knew that.
but it didn't happen. Instead, he seemed to want to tell me something. What? What do you want?
He looks sad.
He seemed excited, almost desperate. What did he want so bad?
Well, he wants to tell us stuff.
Hi, I'm not going to hurt you.
Not yet.
Is that where you're from? Caramonte City?
Quaramonte!
Okay.
He sounds like Mickey Mouse.
What have you done with my girlfriend?
Huh?
I am not leaving without her. Where is she? He didn't appear to understand me.
George, do like all Americans. Speak loudly and slowly, and people will understand you. No problem.
Tell me what you've done with Nico, and I'll share these biscuits with you. I knew it sounded lame, trying to bargain with a box of doggy snacks. Besides, how was he to know how yummy they tasted?
Well, I don't know. They might be really yummy. Dry, I
Do you
guess.
know what this is?
Peito. Lotseka peito. Hinyakotla goino mutu.
Have no idea what he said.
This was the dart you used to knock out my girlfriend. If she's come to any harm, I will count you personally responsible.
Lotseka peito fnor.
Fnord? Are you Pinky? Fnor! Or something? Gee, what are we doing tonight, Brain? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Take over the world! I can't imitate him, but still.
What does this key unlock?
Huh?
Oh, there he is. He's a little person. And he wants the key.
Hey, you're manacled. Who did this? That big thug? I'm gonna set you free, okay?
Yeah, cut him loose. Yes, cut him loose. There we go, he's off.
Hey, come back here!
Like my paychecks, usually. Well, we won't find him, George. There's plenty of stuff to hide behind.
The little guy had gone to ground amongst the stack of crates.
Well, we ain't gonna find him. So let's just continue before the big dude finds a way back. I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish this chapter in this episode. I've been playing for 25 minutes so far. This might actually be a little bit longer than planned, but, well, if so, then it will have to be a little bit longer.
Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Well, George, this is a bit tricky. We have a big box over here that you can move. Hurry up then. If you were so worried before, why don't you hurry now?
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
At least for now. Switch, button, switch. Switch, I think we should press. Get some light up in here. Yeah, and that's what we needed to see. The scratch marks. Yeah, I just wanted to get to the next chapter because that's where I finished last time. Just to finish that up, and then I'm going to...
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall.
And then I'll do the... continue the recording as usual after that. And I'll be my regular lost self.
The outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling.
Yay!
Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
A secret room in a warehouse. A little bit unusual, but yeah. There she is!
Nico!
Finally, Nico! Yay, we found her! Ooh, sorry about that. That's the chicken speaking to me.
Will you look at this? It was a small statue of a kneeling figure in an ornate headdress. The head was hideous, with huge staring eyes set in a decomposing face.
Hey, somebody's marketing Labano dolls.
I would guess it's a Mayan or Aztec, because their art does look a little bit like demons all the time. Enough of that. Let's help her loose. I'm guessing she's mighty pissed already. Oh, that thing we'll need. I know we'll need this. There she is.
There. How are you feeling?
Oh, thanks, Georges. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Ubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Karzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Karzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou.
Mou?
But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that
Wait
stone
a minute.
instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oublier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oublier.
I don't get it. If Karzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Karzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
First of all, I didn't know that Moo had...
Nico, wait!
She's always running off. I didn't know that Moo had become an inspector. He's an idiot. I mean...
I decided to keep the masking tape. It was bound to be of some use to me.
Yeah, I mean, he was an idiot. He was a sergeant. Sergeant Moo. With Inspector Rousseau. Back in the old days, in the previous game. That was my phone. You didn't hear it, but I saw it flashing. Now, let's talk to Nico.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
Neither am I, and I want to talk with Nico first. Oh, there's a lot of information here.
Okay. Tell me what you know about Condor.
Condor Transglobal exports
Exposition!
Mayan relics from Central America to Europe. But that's just a cover for the real business. Drug smuggling.
What proof do you have?
Nothing yet.
Well, she never bothered with the proof before.
Do you know where Condor is based?
In Central America. A place called Quaramonte.
I saw that name on a docket downstairs.
Yeah, and there's Mr. Buzzcut.
Tell me about this Karzak guy.
Well, I saw him for only a few minutes, but he frightens me. I got the impression that Pablo was nervous when he was around too. His eyes, they're like a wild animal's, like a tiger. That's what scared me most about him. He looked so unpredictable and dangerous.
Maybe he did, but damn, he was weird. Well, actually, he was more of a caricature, but I guess the point is that he's supposed to be dangerous.
Did you know Ubier's wife was a film star?
No, I didn't know he was married.
Adult
What
film
happened
star.
to her?
She died. In mysterious circumstances, apparently.
How mysterious.
I heard she was murdered. Possibly by Ubier
She
himself.
choked on
A
a...
murderer, huh? Andre said he was something of a celebrity.
Yeah, I think I have a... I'm blaming the beer. I think that's what's bringing on my dirty mind right now.
Did I hear you refer to Inspector Moo?
Yes, you remember him?
Yeah, I actually
Oh,
do.
of course I do. But I thought he was dead.
Oh no, he reappeared after the Broken Sword case had blown over. When he found out who was in with the Neo-Templars, he went into hiding. Moo knew more than was good for him.
Does he know about our involvement with the case?
If he does, he's not telling. Still, he got a sudden promotion.
Well, the French gendarmerie doesn't seem to care that much about competence. So I guess it's okay for Sergeant Moo, Inspector Moo. But I didn't know that he disappeared in the last game. He seemed to be just the unwitting sidekick to say second fiddle to Rosso. He acted really weird in the end scene. I just refer back to the previous Broken Sword now.
Did that Indian guy mistreat you?
If you forget about the abduction, verbal threats, and bondage, no.
Well, what about the little guy?
I don't think he knows where he is or what he's doing here. The big guy, Pablo, he brought Titipoco from the jungle. Titipoco. That's what I heard Pablo call
Small
the dwarf.
titties. I love them titties. Small titties.
Do you recognize this?
Is that the dart which knocked me out?
That's right. I kept it as a souvenir.
She doesn't look pleased, George. Not at all. Ah, that's better. Now she looks like, ooh, take me now, George. Ew, I'm so hot. I like being tied up and rescued. Damn, what's wrong with me tonight?
Have you any idea who this little statue is supposed to be?
I'm not very well acquainted with Mayan deities, Georges. But whatever his name, he sure is ugly.
Is he Quetzal Overcoat? Oh,
I found these in your bag.
Oh, they were a gift.
yeah, we know.
I know. I read the note.
God
Mhm.
knows what was going through Andre's mind.
I think that's quite plain enough.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's very, very plain what that guy wants.
Look, the little guy downstairs was chained up with these.
That must have been Pablo's doing. I don't blame him, though. That little guy is dangerous.
You're still sore about that poisoned dart?
Of course I'm sore.
I think I mentioned this before, because I'm kind of annoyed by the fact that they changed the voice actor for Nico. The previous one from the first game was actually really, really good, and the new one, she's kind of meh, I have to say. Okay, we need to bring the box back, so we're going to block this off with the tape, because we need to move everything around here, and I forgot to pick something up, didn't I? Did I pick up the rope? Or did you do that
Hopefully, the tape will
automatically?
prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from
Stop
being
running
able to
around,
call
Nico.
the elevator.
No, I have the rope. Okay. Then we move the box back, because we need to move the pallet to the statue and create a new door. Move this thing. I don't want to know what the hell is in that thing. It seems to be something alive, and the previous box we got was filled up with a freaking huge spider. So I don't want to know what the hell is in that thing. There we go. Let's push this pallet a little bit. Oh, well, heighten it, I should say. There we go.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics,
What on earth are you doing?
trying
Stop.
to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
Stop being so crabby, Nico. I'm trying to get us the hell out of here.
It would be much easier to attach the rope to the
Okay. Statue first, then then the hooky thingy. Jesus, don't be so... You're both crabby right now. Yeah, hang that whatever it is statue thing. Pick up the rope, hang it up there. And there you go. Lower it and we have a freaking battering ram. Yay! Put some muscle into it.
For me to move on my own.
Use your back. Talk to her, not run into the room. Need some help here. Help
Would you give me a
me.
hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Oh, she's still crabby. She's so pissed off.
Push!
Not thankful at all for us coming and saving her. And boom!
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobbart.
Well, off to the stinking smell of harbor freedom. There we go. Well, let's see now. That's a window. That's that thing. So, George, any bright ideas? Shall we use the panties again? Ah, manacles, manacles. And
Nico,
cue cutscene.
I have a great idea.
And it's going to be really loud. Sorry about that. Yay, the dog is still alive.
Josh, where have you been?
Hello, Queenie.
Do you have the Mayan stone?
Maybe I have, but
Don't
Ah,
argue,
Andre.
Give the stone
No,
to
Annie.
George.
Annie.
of course, if you say so, Nicole.
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear.
Shut up.
I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for Georges, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Coromonte City.
Coromonte is in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
Oh,
That's all we needed to
they
know.
fixed this thing.
Come on, Georges.
Not as big as before, but they fixed it. And off we go to Quaramonte.
Quaramonte, the traveler's rear
Loud.
entrance to Central America. Well, that's how it was translated in the brochure. We didn't know what we were looking
Tropical.
for, but the offices of Condor Transglobal seemed a good place to start.
And we're in Quaramonte, somewhere in Central America, and that's where I finished the last episode. Well, when I was recording it went to hell. So,
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Quaramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
and I believe that's it actually. Can I start walking now? Not yet. She's going to... Yeah, now I can. I have control over George again. With that, I need to finish this episode. We've been going almost 40 minutes now. That's more than enough for this episode. But I've caught up to where we were before. And with that, I will want to say thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please leave a like or subscribe to my channel. It will help it grow, and I will also motivate me to bring out even more awesome videos in the future. But for now, thanks so much, and I'll see you guys later.